Hello everybody, Kanisha the creator here, and I'm here today to read this story. Now, not even that long ago, I think it was at least a few days ago, I don't know when, I think it was like Friday or Thursday or so. Yeah, I think it was Thursday. Anyway, I made this video about how annoying it is that people keep patronizing about High Guardian Spice and how bad it is. So, I decided after watching so many reviews of how people really disliked High Guardian Spice and their different opinions about it, and different opinions about how they could have changed High Guardian Spice, I started writing this reboot. I started writing this script for a different version of High Guardian Spice and the things that I felt that y'all were right about that could have been changed to make High Guardian Spice a little bit better. So, this story is on web novel, and I will put it in the description below, just in case y'all want to read it for yourselves instead of just listening to me ramble. Read it, because sometimes my reading can be a little subpar. Anyway, wait, hold a minute. Okay guys, I'm back. Like I said, I'm about to start. But this first chapter isn't really an episode. This is just me telling people who are going to read this what I have included in this. Now you see, here's how it starts. Chapter 0. Let me tell you, I am redesigning the characters and giving it more episodes. You see, at first, the original, if y'all haven't watched it and just only watched the first episode, is 12 episodes long. I decided I'm going to make it like at least like 26 or so. I don't know whether I'm going to have a season 2 or not yet. Hey, if so far when y'all read it, it was really good and y'all feel like a season 2 would be would be a good idea, then put it in the comment section below. Or give me a bunch of likes, at least 30 likes, and then I'll do it. But I'm probably just going to do 26 episodes because I've never done 2 seasons of a fanfic, like ever. And when I say, okay, almost ever. Because technically, I did write this story called Adventures of Domino High. And I already made a sequel to it, technically. 5. I made 5 to them. But that doesn't count because it's a Yu-Gi-Oh story. And Yu-Gi-Oh has 5 seasons. So that's pretty much why that was 5 seasons. And also, you could say the same thing about the Harry Potter series. But I say the Yu-Gi-Oh series counts more because in the Harry Potter series, it's made of actual chapters. Whereas for Yu-Gi-Oh, I made it an actual script because I was thinking of the show and not the manga. So, yeah. Anyway, let me read the story. Well, not the story yet. It's just chapter 0. Now, anyway, I'm also going to be giving more character development. The characters just weren't developed well enough in the show. The only one who I feel really got pretty much any development was Snapdragon. Favorite character. I also thought that the designs of them, they look too much like kids. I figured out by watching one of the videos of a review of High Guardian Spice that they're supposed to be 14. I agree with them I agree with the person who said this. They look freaking 12 or younger. They could be elementary students for all I care. The way they act, the way they look way younger. They do not even look 14. Heck, if anything, the only one who even looks close to 14, I would say that's part of the main 4, would be, give me a sec. Time. Yeah, Time. Time is the only one who actually looks like she could actually be 14. The rest of them look so freaking young. I feel like Parsley doesn't count because they were going for the dwarf character, so the dwarf character has to look, short. I don't know why that's a stereotype, but that's a stereotype. It was just put in legend, and now every time you see a dwarf character, they're always small as heck. I don't know why. It's ridiculous. Okay, anyway, yeah. I decided that when I'm going to describe them, I'm going to make sure I describe them as actually be looking 14. Not looking like freaking 12-year-olds or younger. I'm going to have them actually be like as tall as 14-year-olds are supposed to be. So, yeah. Also, some of these episodes will literally be so short that y'all be like, if that was an actual episode, it'd be like at least 5 minutes or so. Not all of them are going to be long. The only one that's really long is the first episode that I wrote. So, yeah. Oh, and also, it's not just going to star Rosemary, Parsley, Thyme, Sage. I'm also going to have episodes that include Slime Boy, Professor Calloway, other teachers as well. Parnell, Snapdragon, Amaryllis, Olive, Neppy Cat. I'm gonna have episodes that star the side characters as well as some of the villains, because I feel like they were in the episode just as much as the main characters, yet they just didn't get enough time to shine. Neppy Cat was really good, though. I really like Neppy Cat. Oh, and also, remember how in the intro they showed like 1,000 students? Yeah. I wrote down what each of the students looks like. Not all of them, just some of them. And I'm going to... And if they didn't introduce their names in the show, then I'm just gonna make up names for them. And like what their power is. Sorry about that. So yeah, that's all for chapter 0. Now for episode 1. By the way, guys, it's gonna be like 30 minutes long, so keep that in mind. The episode opens up when Rosemary is a child with her father and brother. I hope I said that right. If y'all didn't hear me, I said brother. Running through the fields. The wind picks up. Rosemary sees Lavender. Rosemary smiles. Mom! Lavender smiles, but then gets swallowed by... I think it was I don't know. It was like some kind of darkness thing. It might have been the rock. I don't know. It was like I just called it the darkness. So, sorry if I wasn't clear on that. Rosemary... Tears coming down, trying to free Lavender. Mom. Sorry, I'm terrible at acting. I don't do acting. Acting is not my thing. I don't know why I write so many scripts when I know that I probably should at least try and act them out, but I'm not an actor. So yeah, if I sound horrible, that's why. Lavender is looking weak as the darkness drains her. Rosemary gets out her sword and tries to slice the darkness. The darkness took Lavender away. Rosemary looks at the sky, crying, Mom! Rosemary wakes up with tears in her eyes. She gets out of her bed and runs to the window, then looks outside and wipes her eyes. Then the theme song plays. I forgot to mention this in my video, but I actually like the theme song. I know, it's cheesy, but I still like it. In fact, I have played it at least like 10 to 20 times a day, so that song is stuck in my head. It's still, it's playing in my head right now. Hold on. Sorry about that, even though I technically paused this and y'all didn't have to wait that long. Anyway, let me continue. The screen shows Rosemary putting her clothes on and grabs her sword, then runs downstairs. Now see, in this different version, I decided to have Rosemary, instead of her pink hair all puffed out, kind of like how my hair is, I decided to describe her with her pink hair and a ponytail. one long ponytail, kind of like how her mother's was. And she has freckles and like there's like a gap in between her teeth. And the sword, instead of it just being plain like pink colored, it's going to have like more purple kind of color. I decided to mix it up a little bit. Rosemary. Oh, oops, sorry. This is Rosemary talking. Hi, Dad. Chakori? They never really say the brother's name, so I don't even know how you say it. So anyway, then she grabs some food. Fernell, which is the dad. See, the problem was they didn't ever focus on the family, so we barely even know that much about the family. Except that the dad could make cheesecake. That's all we know. Anyway, are you ready, Rosemary? Heck yeah. Great. The screen switches to Rosemary and Sage meeting. This is Sage. The day has come. Sage has braided blue hair in a ponytail, old-fashioned glasses, brown skin, wearing purple hat with ancient ruins on it, purple long sleeves, light blue shirt, dark purple skirt with flowers on it, and light blue boots. Tell me if there was any design that y'all felt that should have been different, because I might take y'all's suggestions in the comments below. This still is experimental. I haven't decided on all 26 episodes, like what's going to happen to all 26 episodes. So if y'all have any suggestions in the comments below, just, let me know. Now, Rosemary talking. We are going to become guardians. Sage is hugging Sage. We are so proud. Sage is dead. It's not easy to get into High Guardian Academy. I should have skipped that part out because they never really explained how the how the system works for people to get into High Guardian Academy. Because at least like it shows like Full Metal Alchemist, they at least show how, I know it doesn't have a school in it, but at least it show how they were able to get like a badge or something to become like part of the military, like become like one of like the military's like lab dogs or something. At least they show that they have to show like what certain power they have. Also, the magic system in this was whack, so I'm gonna try and change that. Anyway, next, further talking. Stay focused on the academics and not just the warrior part. Rosemary, I will. Corey, and be careful with that sword and don't be reckless. Rosemary, what? I'm not reckless. Corey, Rosemary sighs. Okay, I promise I'll be more careful. Corey smiles. Good. Rosemary looks at Sage. Sage whistles. A broomstick flies around and lands by Sage. Sorry if I'm looking mostly at my phone. I haven't memorized this whole entire story by heart, so unless I do that, I gotta look at my phone. Otherwise, y'all better be glad my phone isn't completely dead, because then I would have been looking at my laptop saying this. That would have been more awkward, so just a warning. Sage and Rosemary get on the broomstick and fly off with their suitcases. Sage's parents and Rosemary's brother and dad wave goodbye to Sage and Rosemary. The screen switches to Sage and Rosemary flying into Lingarth. I think that's how you say it, Lingarth. Rosemary. Wow, that was faster than I thought it would be. Sage points to Annalise and Aloy. Look. Rosemary and Sage see Annalise and Aloy waving. The broomstick flies down. Sage and Rosemary land. Sage puts her broomstick in a chest and runs to Annalise and Aloy and hugs them. Annalise, it's good to see you too. Aloy, hi Rosemary. Rosemary, hi. Annalise, you ready to become guardians? Rosemary, yeah. Sage looks worried. What's wrong? Sage looked and said, I'm worried. I heard that the school is immersed into new magic, and my mom is totally against that. You know, I wish they had gone deeper into that because they just literally skipped that whole entire arc. Like, it was just like, my mom isn't really into new magic. Well, you have to learn new magic because that's the thing of this school. School. And old magic is just plain meh. It just has too many risks. But if you think about it, new magic just has as many risks. Like, I mean, just think about it. You can't just, just think about it. If it has no rules behind it, then that means that anything could happen, like with new magic. Anything destructive. They never say it's just for peaceful stuff or something. Aloy and Annalise look at each other. Annalise giggles. Sage looks confused. What is it? Annalise, follow me. Sage and Rosemary follow Aloy and Annalise inside. The screen switches to Rosemary and Sage sitting at the table. Annalise puts a book on the table opposite. Rosemary and Sage look shocked. Annalise, Sage, you see, your mother, when she was younger, was actually a rebel. But if you ask her now, she denies it. She actually really liked using new magic. Say, so, you don't have to feel that much pressure about it. Besides, I have info at the school, and they use both old and new magic for certain classes. Rosemary looking excited. Really? Do we get to use both? I highly doubt it. So how about I help you with some new magic? Once I get you a staff. Sage smiles. I'm like, look how happy you made her. It is. Anyway, you two put your bags up. The screen switches to Rosemary and Sage in a bedroom. Sage looks out the window. Rosemary bouncing on the bed. Sage, you think it would be possible to combine old magic and new magic? Sage looking out the window. Maybe. Rosemary stopped bouncing. Are you still worrying about using new magic? Your parents will understand. Sage looked at Rosemary. I know. It's just, I'm still worried. I'm afraid I might like new magic more and forget about old magic. Rosemary walks to Sage and hugs her. Rosemary, there is nothing to worry about because we are going to be using both magic at school. And you are the best user of old magic that I know. So there's no way you will forget that. And if you do, I will knock some sense back into you. Sage, how can you say that with such confidence, Rosemary? Because I have overwhelming confidence in you. Now smile for me. Sage was hesitant at first. Rosemary, come on, smile. Sage smiles. Rosemary, see, that's more like it. Sage, thanks, Rosemary. You always know how to cheer me up. Rosemary, that's what best friends are for. Sage and Rosemary sit on the bed. Rosemary, how cool do you think High Guardian Academy will be? Sage, from what I read, there are many different classes for many different skills. Rosemary, I am going to ace weaponry. Sage, of course, and I'm going to ace potions. Sorry if I sounded a bit dry there. I'm trying my best. I don't normally read scripts. I normally just read stories where it's just where it's an actual chapter. Anyway, I'm almost at the end of episode 1. Rosemary, of course, nobody would do better. Sage, seems we know what we want to do. Rosemary, yep, tomorrow let's practice together. Sage, alright. They put on their pajamas. The episode ends with them sleeping together. And that's the end of the first episode. I hope y'all liked the first episode. Don't worry, I wasn't going to end it yet. I said I'm going to read all these episodes, and since they're all short, I'm going to do that. This one is the shortest of them all. Episode 2. The episode opens with Snapdragon. He has pink hair and a ponytail, white skin, wearing pink shirt with blue sleeves, blue jeans, and white shoes, walking around looking at jewelry. You know, they never really say specifically what time High Guardian Academy goes in. Because it kind of looks like they wanted to go medieval, but at the same time, they wanted it to be modern with everything else. So, yeah, that's why. And plus, I'm not good with medieval looks, so that's probably why I didn't describe it like more medieval. Amaryllis. Hi. Snapdragon backs up and looks at Amaryllis. Amaryllis, buying a bracelet? Snapdragon. It's just for a friend of mine, but she didn't say what specific color to pick out. Amaryllis, I'm buying a necklace for looks at jewelry. I meant to put for school. Wow, I really gotta work on that. Oh well, anyway. Or I should put to show off at school. Because they never say like a specific uniform or like stuff you can't wear during school. So yeah, I'm just gonna be as carefree as that. Plus, I hate the whole idea. I hate the whole idea of just like you can't wear certain stuff thing. Anyway, what's your friend's favorite color? Snapdragon. Pink. Amaryllis. Well, you can't just pick a regular rose-colored bracelet. You have to pick ruby. Amaryllis grabbed a ruby-colored bracelet. Snapdragon. Thank you. Amaryllis. Don't expect me to pay. Puts a necklace around her neck while looking at a mirror. Snapdragon pays for the bracelet. Amaryllis. So what's your name? I'm Amaryllis. Snapdragon. I'm Snapdragon. Amaryllis. Ooh, nice name. Gives the money to the store owner. Well, walks away. See ya. Snapdragon. Bye. The screen shows Snapdragon putting on a bracelet and hides it under his sleeves and smiles. Episode ends. Told you it was short. But by the way I be talking, I swear that, like, you could have fooled me. We're making it longer. Theme song plays. The episode opens with Rose and Sage walking around with Ananice and Aloy. Ananice opens the door and everybody enters the store. See, for boy's sake. Aloy. Hello? Hello? Slime Boy, a boy who has short green hair and white skin, wearing a white shirt, purple pants, appears from the curtains. Slime Boy. Hello, I'm Slime Boy. How may I help you? Ananice, we need a staff. Ooh. Sorry, I was almost about to cough there. Slime Boy points to a cabinet. Yeah, all of them are here. Choose whichever. Walks back to the curtain. And try not to break anything. Disappears back in the curtains. Rosemary, you got this, Sage. Sage nods. Sage goes to the cabinet, looks at all the terror spheres. A blue terror sphere flies around Sage. The blue terror sphere reveals its staff form. What did I say? Shield. Rosemary. Ooh. Ananice. I like that one. Sage's eyes glowing. I feel like this is supposed to be mine. Ananice. Hey, we picked one. Slime appeared by the books. Oh, good. The screen switches to Sage and Ananice. Ananice. Now, the thing about new magic is about creativity. You think deeply about what you know, which is different from old magic that has to do with limited stamina. Sage holding a staff. So all I have to do is think about what I want to do. Ananice. That's half of it. It also has to do with positive energy. So let any pressure you feel down. Sage. Okay. Sage closes her eyes and imagines Rosemary. in the vision. You can do this. Sage opens her eyes. I got this. Annalise, alright, let's start with a simple spell. Tracing her finger, wind spell. A strong wind nearly blows Sage away. Annalise traces her finger again and the wind stops. Sage, whoa. Annalise, now remember, you can't get it perfectly on the first try. Sage got it. Sage got it. Annalise, okay, now. Traces her finger and fire appears. You have to trace what you want with your staff. Give it a chance. Sage traces with her staff, creating a small water circle. But that water circle becomes bigger. Sage looks worried. How do I make it stop? Annalise traces her finger and a portal opens. The portal sucks the water. Annalise traces her finger again and the portal closes. Sage panics. I could have caused a disaster. You could have been hurt. Annalise chases Sage. Sage is hyperventilating. Annalise, calm down. Breath. Deep breath. And sighs. Like that. Sage takes a deep breath and lets it out. Sorry, I didn't do it for Sage. I only do so far. Like I said, I'm not an actor. Annalise, good. Now remember, mistakes can happen and nobody can learn easily. So we will practice. So it's okay. Sage. Okay, let's try again. Annalise, that's the spirit. The screen shows Rosemary inside with Aloy. Aloy, you want help to stay focused? Rosemary looking serious. Yes. Aloy, then you must look at the thing you are focusing on and not divert your attention from it. Rosemary, but it's hard for me to do that. Aloy, well, it's a good thing you came to me. We will practice you focusing on, and puts a book down on the table. Rosemary, a book? Wait, is it an enchanted book? No. By focus, I mean actually reading it while I do magic around you. Rosemary, eyes light up. What kind of magic? Aloy, Rosemary, remember, your focus is on the book, not the magic. Understand? Rosemary, got it. Opens the book and looks at it intensely. Aloy traces her finger and fireworks appear. Rosemary, who looks up, shakes her head and tries and look at the book. Aloy traces her finger and flowers appear. Rosemary tries to keep her eyes on the book. Aloy makes a tiny plant appear. Rosemary looking at the book. Thoughts stumble in her head. Hey, this book is actually good. Aloy makes candy fall. But Rosemary has her eyes strictly on the book. The episode ends. I hope y'all are liking this so far. And like I said, if I'm reading sloppily, like I said, I'm going to put this in this description below. The theme song plays. The episode opens with Thyme. I gave her a kind of different look. Thyme has braided white blonde hair. You know that really blonde hair that looks kind of white? That kind of hair. Brown skin, wearing a red warrior outfit as a kid in the forest with her with her dad and mom. I guess it wouldn't matter which order I put it in, but you know. Anyway, her dad has fluffy brown hair, brown skin, wearing a green warrior outfit. Thyme's mother has long brown hair, brown skin, wearing a green/red warrior outfit. See, I just wanted Thyme to have the blonde hair because it'd be like kind of an odd thing out to show off more of her personality. Thyme's mother. The forest isn't safe anymore. We have to go. Thyme. We can't leave. Thyme's dad. I'm sorry, Thyme. It's too late. The root is too strong. I must stay and help heal the forest. Thyme being stubborn. If you are staying, then I'm staying too. Thyme's dad. No, you need to be safe. Thyme's tears coming down. I don't want to leave you. Thyme's mom. It's not goodbye. Slime said, yeah, I will be back. Slime, then let me help. The root is soon spreading and nature is drying up. Slime's mom picks up Slime and runs. Slime cries, Dad! 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 I hope I said that 3 times because sometimes I don't always count how many times I say stuff. The screen switches to Slime as a 14-year-old, putting it on in her outfit and packing stuff in her bag. Slime gets out her bow and arrow. Slime shoots arrows at a target. Slime looking serious. Dad, I will help you, no matter what. Slime grabs a book and sits down while looking at the book. The book shows a water fountain. Slime smiles. That's it. Slime grabs the bag and runs out of the house. People are shown walking. A girl. Did you hear about the forest? Another girl. I know. Will the elves be okay? The first girl. That's not all. It's almost hitting the magical world. The other girl gasps. Gasp. No way. Slime walks away faster. Slime sees some trees drying up. Slime, I will stop this. Slime runs away. The screen shows Slime entering a cave. Shadows are shown with red eyes. Slime walks around and Travers appear. I hope I said that right. Slime gets out her bow and arrow. Slime thought, I shouldn't. I'm supposed to respect nature and its creatures. Slime puts away the bow and arrow. Slime passes the creatures. Rocks are seen. Slime looks at a map and looks around her as she looks at the map. A glowing rock is shown. Slime hits the rock with an arrow. The rock splits. Ground opens. Slime lands and sees a water fountain. Slime, perfect. More Travers appear. Slime gets out cups and puts water in them, then closes the cups and puts it back in her bag. Slime runs off. The Travers chase Slime. Slime pushes a rock and reveals an exit. Slime continues running, and the screen shows Slime escaping the cave. Slime, I did it. Episode ends. And the next one is the last episode. Huh? Oh, oops. I'm sorry. I accidentally almost hit the wrong episode. Last episode. Episode 5. If y'all weren't keeping up. Theme song plays. The episode opens with Slime Boy, who is playing a violin, and slime appears around him. The slime forms a music note. Slime Boy starts singing. I warn you, my singing voice is not perfect. So, yeah. Wait. Sorry, I was trying to make sure my laptop wasn't about to go dead just yet. Now, let me make this quick. Crumbling corpses explode. Ugh. Maybe I'll just read it. I told you my singing voice ain't perfect, especially if it wasn't an actual song and I just made it up. Yeah, I just made this up, so yeah. The slime forms corpses. Worms and worms crawled out of the slime. Like I said, if it sounds meh, I told you, I'm not a singer. The slime forms worms. Like, can you deliver to my spot? I'm just gonna read, I'm sorry, I'm bad at this. My voice must be really dry today. Normally it's a little higher. Oh well. Slime forms a target. Can you make some prime time slime? Sorry, even when I don't want to sing, I at least think I should at least put the effort in it. The slime is flying around. He never saw the spark. Now see, that sounded a little bit better. The slime shows sparks. Flesh turned to dust. The slime juggles Slime Boy while Slime Boy is playing an accordion. Has a more beautiful. The slime sparkles. Slime life in the kitchen. The slime creates a kitchen. Come on, you monkeys, pull yourselves up from the slime. The slime forms monkeys swinging on trees. Come on, you monkeys, pull yourself up from the slime. The slime shows monkeys on clouds. Crawl to me while the slime I type. The slime are shown as spiders. In a daze like some birds in flight. The slime forms birds, while Slime Boy is playing a guitar. Here I am rocking in the river. The slime forms a rock in river. A building where no one walks. The slime forms a building. Slime Boy plays an accordion again. Den them a go. I got to move. Den a move. Move slime. The slime sparkles again. Has a more beautiful. The kitchen appears again and other things. Slime life in the kitchen. Come on, you monkeys, pull yourselves up from the slime. Like I said, my voice is really dry today. I'm gonna have to drink some more water. Come on, monkeys, pull yourselves up from the slime. Come on, monkeys, pull yourselves up from the slime. I had to stop singing. My voice is too dry. It just won't work. The slime shows a stare. Try to sell more as long as he can take it. He goes hard. The slime shows kitchen sparkles and monkeys. Has a more beautiful slime life in the kitchen. Come on, monkeys, pull yourselves up from the slime. Come on, monkeys, pull yourselves up from the slime. Slime Boy is shown swinging and lands on the floor. The slime surrounds Slime Boy and turns to music notes. Slime Boy, I am glad I recorded that. The screen shows a flying recorder. See, it's a magic recorder, so it actually records stuff instead of just playing music. Episode ends with Slime Boy smiling while in a room alone. And that is the last episode. I hope y'all enjoy those 5 episodes in one introduction that I gave. I will be putting out more episodes, and I probably will make another video talking about those episodes. So until then, bye everybody, and tell me what you liked or disliked about what I wrote so far. And if y'all didn't hear me clearly, like I said, I'm going to put more of the story in the description below. So, bye. Oh, and also have a lovely day.